2 p.m. The Community Shield, Ebebaso. The winner of the Premier League plays against the winner of the FA Cup season now, and so what the two teams are on Bekwakusia Kaina. Your ball last season, the kind of a modern boy, Crystal Palace, Eddie emerge victorious and are champions when it comes to the FA Cup. Any even league in Ankasa, modern boy, normal air boy, we all expected, say, season you comedy, we want to improve upon that. The club for so many years, on who silverware that no first major honor. So, but into the next season, they will do things within their means to make sure, say, improve upon performances now than the last season. Now they have Community Shield to play against Liverpool before the league commences next weekend. So we're 20 league teams now on the Premier League in man. I've given certain data to production. The data as at 4th of August. Now, or the toast I will update some of the clubs as to say, Omaya signings need be at the account. There are some 4 clubs Misro Esu at the moment. Now, this is the data as at 4th of August. Teams are Omaya signings at the Ababe and as Omabe beefy up on squad. Any other teams are Amunson to Toby Emfa M account. Now, the 4 clubs are Kwekumisu at the moment. 1 a Fulham. 2 a Crystal Palace are meeting Hong Kong Echon. Bakwe Aston Villa. And then the next team are Nasem Ehame AFC Bournemouth. To some extent, I will out club and friends say Newcastle United. The reason I will out Newcastle United, and they said, and yes, Newcastle and active in the market. They've been very active in the market, but unfortunately, Jumabi and Newcastle, they meet stiffer opposition. They lose that battle to opponents now. Now roll the next picture for me. Because Newcastle in this summer transfer period. So we're targeter Newcastle Akon. Before Chelsea signing João Pedro, it was Newcastle first. And a call who couldn't come. They lost João Pedro. Obi Chelsea. Mohamed Kudus ever called Tottenham Hotspur. Newcastle went for the services of Mohamed Kudus. They tried everything within their means. Kudus Kudus ended up joining Tottenham Hotspur. Brian Mbeumo, before Mbeumo agreed to overcome Manchester United, Newcastle approached Brian Mbeumo and the camp and said they want him. But Abrantino, they give you priority to Manchester United. On also move Edeko. Hugo Eketike crowd at a point near full said, Oma Fari, Oma the neighbor, Nanka Liverpool after Alexander Isak, and Tintin. Eketike ended up heading to club. A friend said Newcastle, and I said Liverpool. Now James Trafford, before said overcome Manchester City, Newcastle and they're the first club or approach here and farm and Omako Pat Ramsdale and Nabedema and Dram or Boom and Sumo 2-2 draw against club a friend said Espanyol. Then Benjamin Sesko. After 1 year Eketike, they went to Benjamin Sesko or Musika crowd and there was through SA club a friend said Manchester United. At a point in time, multiple reports suggested said Akwadane call club a friend said Newcastle until that last minute call from Ruben Amorim Ebaye Endra explained project. Any Juma Amorim ABOU so the chair Benjamin Sesko a convinced Brantana was headed towards club a friend said Manchester United. Now, all these players actually club a friend said Newcastle United. As we speak, baby agents is here, Newcastle are on the verge of losing the most important player last season now about ABOU. So when you look at and Newcastle last season, and come fast to finish this season or this season, hoping said they will bounce back and make sure say Amama Dimbono or Mepijam and they are competing in European football and then in the Premier League. Not summer transfer with Newcastle Aqua Market. I'll try everything to make sure say they will beef up their squad. Name of backfire. I think that Newcastle is one club who obenya problem season ya Ibiram, especially so we see and how we AD now. He is a manager who seems to be very confused. He is not happy. But on Timim Biamon can send in say Meninji. Okay, be also will try everything. We'll do the ebit manai. The preseason games are what Bonin clearly indicates that Newcastle how results number they are finding it difficult to score, and then when it comes to conceding rate, I'm more conceding. So be a believe in and Niema Bebre warriors. So the fact that Newcastle and Diminto players now preseason also show positive signs. No was a goalkeeper in the last 6-7 years, or the 4 teams or 3 teams, akọ relegation abeda ni pom and the am hyehyɛ every Newcastle abusuakuo no, but we are not there yet to discount around your friends Ramsdale and the impact that obenya club your friends say Newcastle. Now the next club kweku be sure any more wadamfo no any the team AFC Bournemouth. We have a Ghanaian Antoine Semenyo ewo yen nyina be hope say Antoine Semenyo and the Bournemouth team no ebetimi apagya the every position na omudi last season na nkoma Bournemouth, but kweku it does not happen that way. Say a particular club entering into a new season, now the back four now a protecting a shelter no Emma a good season no kweku almost all of them will be anyhow. Goalkeeper no Danny Pum Kepa Arrizabalaga. He's no more with Bournemouth. Now Kepa is with Arsenal. Omar Kochels Aqua Puppet Coverage Edina Bermudia. But he's not a goalkeeper. Over team the last square and opportunity. Kweku aside that, check the 4 players I know Mujina Newcastle. Or match na the ball last season. Even why not about my left back? Miles Kekic.
Yeah.
And our him for he's with Liverpool. The next player our body account Jane Hoyson. They say our him for Real Madrid. Who you are for another player or Kanwa. Who be din home come correct friends Elias Zabani. And draw and also officially. Or join a club, your friend said Paris and Now say here we go in the buyer very soon. Contract signing and everything it will go through. Such a club now we projection now we didn't carry the man share the amount of money or machoki in. Never signings or my they've just spent 36.4 in the market. Emu 25 for goalkeeper. I'm fan from Chelsea anybody. So clearly what it means is that I'm also losing important players. But in terms of beefing up the squad, AFC Bournemouth and beefing up Bibri. And I think that it is one thing it brings fear in my books. Oma anya careful. And they share any pressure ever bro. Teams now free championship ever. And if you are more belly, Sunderland more air. The kind of signings or more the ever. The fact that all league does not guarantee that automatically will become. Yes, we believe in the data that states that Amphibia teams no be free championship abano. Most at times 1 or 2 of them ever call relegation. But that not said, Amphibia any winsome. And I think that this club need to start worrying. MON-FRI said, you're close to transfer, they will be able to beef up 1 or 2 before say you better start into the season. Now the next team Kwekube Dino Hong Kong club of friends Fulham asked up 4th. And I've seen 0.4 million. On far he might. Fulham fought last season, had a very good season. At a point in time, almost season ever seen it. Yebe we na Microsoft assign conjure magic assign turn things around for club by friends of Fulham. But baby, it's not to you know. You see a tete abitiano, Kwekuna ne channel no. Ya tete ko anima do stage. I think that Microsoft and the Fulham team I was almost starting and reacted to situation. No work come. Omoya ne sa ebebo. Now the next team Crystal Palace. The amount Crystal Palace for the Eyemi. I'm sure the mom is saying forget of match or watch now against Liverpool. Liverpool beat them. No, Liverpool be show. Forget that match. But there are 2 players. Our new Crystal Palace team, no Asat and now ye can say Crystal Palace for him said almost 2 players. No, almost 9 back out of Sales Park. Back Adam Upton. As we speak, Manchester United for is so strategic and no my dean or more. United and come on now, our Carlos Baleba and say and generate any positive at the young farmer Manchester. Per inside report, any multiple intelligence gathering this morning, they say, so Manchester United trying copy Monday, Tuesday, not omunya any positive news. And from free Brighton for us, on better see lower 104 million pounds. Na Eddie Ama Mata. The next target, that English boy, 21-year-old, acquired friend, is Adam Upton. He's a fine player. When I call up the English national team, season year, and it's one player. Manchester 24 said he also have that technique in terms of a midfield unit. So United are weighing up option. Say Kobase baby omujina and the amount of money I must spend our market later part of the transfer. Manchester United is entering into your team, picking up Adam Watson, Edney free now. It leaves a big hole for club my friends at Crystal Palace to deal with. Not only Adam Watson. What he said Andrew Chelsea Martin, you know. Enzo Maresca said, baby Ojinai, he is forced to get a centre back. Because Levico on air for about 6 months. On Timen trusted and Slimano Nibibri said, in the absence of Levico, obetuma aba be kan the center backs no but they are still enya fit ono ko ye fit a gidie ne wo fam Gerald had to a new player fe no but he played so well 45 minutes Endra Oboyen the performance was excellent but kweku ono nso at a point in time Kukurea anywhere they will be thinking say obe deputize Kukurea e wo the left back Luther aired the story he made mention that irrespective of the situation at Chelsea no coach in said Renato Viega still on Monaco now nkomba e wo market no so indicates that Chelsea are also weighing up offer. Ekodi is a young player, very good player, but Chelsea they are in Champions League this time.
He's a young player.
They are in Champions League.
Say I Barcelona for the Kubasi Mone guy.
Barcelona is different. Obiane ne model and the coin of also if it is Barcelona, you can say that. But Chelsea for those who say, baby, I'm call to say I feel my pay you this stage. They didn't need to take chances and a risk. Chelsea a way option for one cast former player, Magay, or Crystal Palace. Say you run next week, you know, what analyze the situation. Now, they attempted to enter there and try say, Ombedin Commander Magay. So for Crystal Palace, my worry and my fear for them is that baby, agents is here, marketing ye be close to end check. Around 4 resources, Palace and Shedan ye be in the later part of the transfer, say you're picking 2 important players. Eddie have free with team no man. A cause for worry. The reason in America said these are 5 clubs. I have a bit of fear. As a how Omoniama Echo in the transfer, if care is not taken, now I'm also reacting quick to the situation. I am tempted to say, Omoba struggle, I will season now. So I think that Palace or China, Liverpool have what it takes to deal with them and win the community shield before say starting. But in the market, they need to react to situations. They need to get things done before say now moving from these clubs, enemy worried our transfer. Now let's talk about Endra, the bridge of Stamford.